everyone, I am Alka and you are watching Success Stories presented by Trident Communication. Our guest for today is very special. He is a 60-year-old supermodel, Dinesh Mohan. To know more about his journey, let's welcome Dinesh Mohanji to our show. So, hello Dinesh ji, thank you for joining us today. How are you?
Hello, yeah, I'm very good. Thanks for having me.
No, the pleasure is all ours to have you here on this show as you took out your precious time and you're here on the show. So, a lot of thanks from the entire family of Trident Communications.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
So, please tell us something about yourself, like this journey that you changed your life, this journey that changed your life completely, and you changed your career from civil services to the glamour world at this age.
Yeah, because this wasn't planned or deliberate on my part. This must have been destiny because I had given up my job. I had taken voluntary retirement from my job in 2004 and then slipped into depression and lots of other ailments and medical issues and things like that. Uh, Being obese, one of them, one of the problems, then losing my motor functions and my ability to walk. So, and yeah, I fought back. I thought I should not give up because that was not a part of my thinking ever, giving up. It took me a long time, around 10 to 12 years to get out of that mode. But once I decided and I was hell bent that no, I have to do this, so I did this. So modeling and acting just happened by chance. It was just an offshoot kind of reward from destiny's side that I had overcome my depression and I had fought back and tried to claim my spot in life. So modeling and acting happened. Yes.
Okay, so as you said about depression, and there's always a reason behind it. So, would you like to share that with our audience, and how did you come out from that?
Yeah, I'd like to tell everybody that those were very negative personal circumstances, and I don't want to build a narrative on my story, because that is not my nature. And everybody has problems, everybody has issues. So had I also had my own share of struggles. I won't go into the details of that, but the thing is that yes, it made me slip into depression and a lot of other medical issues and ailments, and I became socially reclusive. I refused to, meet anybody, or I left the company of all my friends. I gave up on my job, and I thought that for everything happening bad towards me, I am responsible, and that was correct to a certain extent because my reaction to my bad circumstances was putting me in that position. So indirectly, I was responsible. So I thought, okay, let me change my reaction to that. So once I decided to change my reaction, start building up on positive thinking, everything started falling. So it's like the fairy book, fairy tale story kind of thing. But of course, when you're passing through such circumstances and such struggles, it's all very bad. But thank God it all ended well, and it prepared me for whatever tests and challenges life will offer me in the future, and I'll try to fight in a very positive manner always. Yes.
So, it's actually very easy to climb the stairs when you're already on stair 4, but coming on stair 4 and then getting back to zero and then going back, like that is a very difficult thing. So, like you slipped into depression and then you came out of it, and then you made your career into modeling. So, that must have taken a lot of hard work. So, what is your routine like, and how do you begin your day?
Yeah, see, yes. I The one thing that I learned when I got out of my depression, that it can only be done through some kind of discipline, some kind of control over your habits, over your timings, the way you are spending your life. So I learned that. So I have, success hasn't made me lethargic or lazy or complacent about my routine. This is the success, and the modeling is very secondary in my life. Discipline and my fitness and my routine and my diet routine, everything is uppermost in my mind all the time. So I get up very early in the morning and I do my prayers and meditation and then have my cup of tea, and only thing that is pre-scheduled, which is pre-decided, is my fitness routine. All the rest is, as the day goes, jo bhi kaam aaya, whatever things are happening, so I take it on. But I have to have those 2 hours of my fitness routine. So that is a thing that I've stuck to, and I exercise, I dance, I take care of my diet, and those 2 hours I totally chill out. It's not I'm obsessed and I have to, sweat and do it madly. As you must have seen many videos that people are obsessed with their fitness, and they have to do it as if the world is going to end. It's not like that. I do it in a very joyful manner, in a very happy and I become a very light spirited person during those 2 hours. So I jump, I dance, I do all kinds of silly things, but my body must move and I must work out during that time. So that is what is,
All right. And how do you maintain your style? Like, do you stick to any particular brand, or do you have a stylist or something like that?
No, it's just that friends. I have a stylist friend who is also into modeling and all. So I keep on discussing things with him. But normally, I'm sorry, our the sensibilities don't match, because he's more of the, British way of dressing, which is grays and blacks and sober, and I'm more of the, it's a mixture of the bindas and the serious, and so whites and blacks are my favorite colors, but I put them on in my own manner, and I don't follow any brands at all. If a garment and a design catches my eye, I go ahead and use that. So brands are not important in my wardrobe at all.
All right. So now that you're into glamour world and you are into modeling and stuff, so and you're flooded with opportunities. So how did it change your life?
Absolutely, absolutely. Because here was a person who was totally reclusive and away from the social world and away from the public eye, and then suddenly being thrust in front of the camera, and how social media is, what visibility does to your life. So everybody recognizes me, everybody knows my habits, everybody knows my way of dressing, and so that kind of intrusion is always there from the public, that they already know who you are. But I absolutely, absolutely enjoy this, because it's better to be known than to be totally, in an unknown space. So I absolutely enjoy this visibility which is there due to this profession. Yes.
Okay, so in a journey like this, like it has started quite late, and there's like age is just a number, I know that. But yeah, since it has started very late, so who has been your support and your inspiration in this journey?
My family, the people that I live with, that is my younger sister, her husband, and my mother. They have been very, very supportive and understanding of what I was going through, and why I was behaving the way I was behaving. And now, because nobody in my immediate family knows what is modeling and acting, because none of us was ever into this field. But they are very understanding. They understand my mindset, because I have this ability, to change according to the profession. When I was working as a government officer, so I was totally into that mold. But now that I'm a model and an actor, so my brain also thinks like that. So they understand my sensibilities, they understand my schedule, why it's so the crazy hours that I observe when I'm working, because we don't have any timings as a model and an actor. You 24/7 you are one. So they are very understanding and very supportive, and they don't mind me as far as their only condition is that I should be happy. That is the thing.
That's really nice to know. But as we know that modeling is something that people usually try when they are young, like in their 20s or 30s. So, trying that at an age of 60. And so how did the society treat you when they knew that you were starting with this thing? And what about your near and dear ones?
See, I have a side of my brain which totally switches off unwanted opinions from public and society and whatever. I don't have the time at this age to, pay any heed or pay them any attention and spoil my day because of what people are thinking. Of course, but more than that, yeah, you're right, because I'm a model and I dress up in a certain way, and the profession is like that. And there is a lot of age shaming, I suppose, in all over the world. In every country, there's a lot of age shaming. People think that old people should dress up like this and they should behave like this, and that, burden of maturity and being very sensible is always put on you, and people are judging you because of your white hair, and so, but I have learned not to care, because this is my life. I've got it this once only as Dinesh Mohan, and I've learned that I'm not going to spoil even a single moment of my happiness and success, because success doesn't come easy in this profession. Now that I've got it, I'm not going to compromise on my happiness at all because of what people are thinking. Let them say anything they want. Who cares?
So, as you said, that people are very thoughtful about this, they're very judgmental about this.
Yeah,
So, now
correct.
that you're into ramp walk and acting and brand promotions, so do you face any challenges with that because of how people think?
Yeah, I do. I do, because there are lots of products that normally actors and models of my age would not think of doing. Like, the way I dress, I put on stress jeans which are torn from everywhere, and uh, I get product shoots which are totally, because I got to shoot for this thing, how to increase your, if I can say so, sexual performance. So I got a product, and I had to showcase on that on Instagram. But I did it in my own graceful manner, and that is how I do the stuff. But I don't want to. I just say no to alcohol and smoking, and that's it. All the rest of the products I'm ready to endorse, because they don't suit my sensibility, alcohol and smoking. So that is what I avoid.
So, now that we know you're really passionate about modeling, what are your hobbies and passion other than that?
I like to travel, and because of the cameras in our phones, I like to film things a lot, just to capture the memories. Like, I was in Udaipur yesterday on a shoot, and we were staying in this 5-star property where the sunrise and the sunsets were beautiful from the terraces. So I captured all that, and of course, this profession gives us the opportunity to meet new people and travel a lot. So I've traveled extensively, and I love that. Absolutely love that. And of course, shopping. Who doesn't? You know. So, and reading books, watching movies, very normal routine hobbies which everybody else has. Yeah.
That's nice. So, now that we have almost come towards the end of this show, so let's know a little bit about your dreams and your future projects, if you can share that with us.
Yeah, I can, but I'm one such person who doesn't plan anything, because whenever I planned, it all fell apart. So I learned in this second phase of my life, which is a rebirth for me, that I don't indulge into any future, planning and things like that, because God might have. Like, I made a few plans for 2020, and see what the word has come to. So again, it was reinforced that don't ever make any plans. Just do the work passionately that comes your way. If success comes to your door, good, enjoy it, welcome it. If it doesn't, life is still beautiful. There are so many ways to pass your time productively. So I don't plan
That's
for the future.
okay. So, since you don't plan for the future, there must be moments from the past that you have kept it with you, like something that is an unforgettable moment or an
Correct.
incident. So, would you like to share that with us?
Correct. I do that because that's very important as an actor, to keep a bank of your own emotions. So when I was shooting for this movie called Bharat with Salman Khan, and my scene was how a father is looking for his son, and the son, which is of course played by Salman, he's looking for his father. So I didn't have to go any far uh, to uh, rehearse, and I just delved into my own emotional bank and remembered a few incidents that had happened to me in my life, and that put me in that mode, and it was a very emotional scene. I had to cry, and I don't use glycerin for crying. So by my age, you have so much of experience and emotions that you can, always refer to and make use as an actor. So I do that.
Okay. So, as the name of the show is Success Stories, if you had to define success, how would that definition be?
Success is a, if I can, I don't know how would I sound. Success is a very moody person, which, and you never know how it will, treat you and meet you on any particular day. So I don't take success for granted at all. And it's not for success that I'm working. I'm working only to pass my time in a creative manner and be joyful. And rest, everything is temporary in this world. So is this profession, so is this life, so is success. So I don't pay much attention to, how to be successful and things like that. Yeah.
So, there's something that you told that success is a very moody person, and that reminds me somewhere about today's youth. What would be your viewpoint about today's youth?
See, again, it might sound very cliched. I'm not judgmental or critical of anything. Even if I come to know something which is routinely very shocking that some young person has done, I still try to, look at that incident through that person's eyes. What made him or her behave the way they behave or dress up the way they dress up. And I'm normally very broad-minded. So yes, but there's something which I would like to tell everybody, that never take your time for granted, never take your youth for granted, because it will pass away in the blink of an eye. So the only solution here is that enjoy every moment while you are young, because the body and age does catch up with time. You may say that you have beaten age and age is just a number and blah blah blah, but biologically your body starts showing signs of aging. So while you are young, please be positive and please enjoy it, because you are going to be old one day.
And one advice that you would like to give the professional upcoming models?
Yeah, you have to be very passionate. You have to be very, very focused. You have to know your plus points. And knowing your plus point also means that you have to know your negative points. Only then you know your plus points. So you have to, build up on your plus points, ignore and, just put the negative points on the back burner, and don't just go on thinking about the negative stuff. Be realistic, and, I wish everybody success as a model and actor. And these days, everybody wants to be a model, which is something very good. Yeah.
So that was the last question of today's show. But at last, I would like you to give a message to all our viewers.
Yeah, please live life to its fullest. That's also a tattoo that I carry here on my arm, which is also my Instagram, this thing, hashtag. And because it's all going to pass, it's all going to end one day. So please live every moment to the fullest, to the best of your capacity, and in the most positive manner.
Thank you so much, Dinesh ji, for such a wonderful message for the viewers. And thank you so much for joining us today.
You're most welcome. Thanks for having me once again. God bless everybody.
Thank you. And thank you so much, guys, for joining us today and watching this episode of Success Stories. For more such episodes, please stay tuned every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Till then, stay safe and bye-bye.